Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday, and the sun has now entered Sagittarius, which is a huge deal. Huge deal. So the past 30 days, we had the sun in the sign of Scorpio, the darkest, most brooding, deepest sign, and now the sun has gone into Sagittarius, the most optimistic, pathologically optimistic sign there is. So essentially, it's a matter now of getting our shit together, okay? Because under the Scorpio energy, we're much more emotional, intense, we're transforming. Good morning, Fire Starter. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining me. So yeah, we have all gone through some kind of death or rebirth, even if it's minor, some kind of death or rebirth. And now with the sun in Sagittarius, it's like, okay, all right, this happened. Now what do we do? How do we make the most of what's happened and continue our journey and to decide really what that journey is going to be? And due to today with the moon in the sign of Cancer, the big question is, how do you want that journey to feel? Good morning, Fran Marie. Nice to see you. So yeah, let's look at today's aspects and help you to make the most of them. Good morning, Terry. So yeah, we are in the waning moon cycle still. That's the period from the full moon to the new moon, in which the moon is lessening its energy and taking with it energetically anything you do not need. So this is like clearing the decks. You might want to picture like the ocean, especially today with the moon in Cancer. You know, that tide is just taking any of the bullshit away that you don't want to deal with anymore. It is the moon's day. It's a double whammy of Cancerian energy today due to the fact that it's Monday and it is a Cancerian moon. Good morning, Deborah. Thank you for joining me. McFarlane, I love your last name. Good morning, Mommy. So yeah, we have the moon in Cancer and the sun now in Sagittarius. So it's time for us to get our shit together. There's no more of this, feeling intensely or transformative. Obviously, we may still, if you're going through a time, there might be still some mourning, but with the Sagittarius energy, Sag is a fire sign. So now it's really a matter of like, okay, what's next? Like, pull it together and deliver. Yeah, exactly. Let's wash away the BS. And you can use that Cancerian moon energy today to really help you do that. But for the next 30 days, with the sun in the sign of Sagittarius, Sag words and phrases include adventure, wanderlust, jovial, knowledgeable, outspoken, and outdoorsy. And for today's Cancerian moon, keywords and phrases for Cancer include feeling, sensitive, comforting, emotional, tenacious, home, and family. So we're putting together these energies of water still with the Cancerian moon, but now there's a lot of fire to it. But wait, there's more. So if we notice over here, that sun in Sagittarius is making an opposition to the North Node in Gemini, which is about our collective destiny, the North Node. So that's an opposition between Sag and Gemini, because Sag and Gemini are opposite signs. Gemini rules, quote, the lower mind, unquote, whereas Sagittarius rules the higher mind. So what that means is you're dealing with two distinct energies, but you need both. So Gemini might be like a beat reporter, right? Whereas Sagittarius writes the editorials. So Gemini tells you what happened, and Sagittarius tells you what that means. Wanderlust and outdoorsy I can relate to, but it's cold as hell here. No place to go. I'm sorry to hear that. Where are you? It's not cold here. It's in Los Angeles. It's going up to 80 degrees today. Yeah, I'm not rubbing it in at all. So good morning, Common Gay View. So yeah, with that opposition, a lot of it, you're in Alaska. Okay. Yeah, I bet it's cold in Alaska. So yeah, with this opposition, it's also, you can think of it as Gemini asks the questions and Sagittarius answers them. So you might want to think to yourself, what questions do you need to ask yourself? Am I happy in my job? Am I happy in my relationship? What could make my relationship better? What do I need to feel better physically? Like all of these questions you can ask. And then with the Sagittarius sun, we're able to think of things from a higher vantage point. Like with the sun in Scorpio, as it had been over the past 30 days, we're too much like in the water, in the thick of it, to get any perspective. So with the Sagittarius sun now, we can see things from a higher vantage point, ask the right questions, and determine our life philosophy. So that's going to be really important. Also, what we have going on as well is Chiron at 8 degrees Aries is making a nice harmonious sextile with Saturn at 8 degrees Aquarius. Now, this aspect is going to be relevant into January, depending on how wide your orbs are. My orbs are tight. I typically keep them under 4 or 5, but this aspect is going to be relevant into January. So what does that mean? Chiron is the wounded healer, and Saturn is the planet of discipline, restriction, and responsibility. But when these two aspects sextile, there's harmony in taking responsibility for your self-confidence, taking responsibility for your woundedness, taking responsibility and doing something about where you may be wounded, where you need to heal. So Chiron, it's like the hole in us. It's a woundedness where the light can come through. And with that Saturn energy, it's all about determining what steps you need to take to actually heal. Good morning, Andrea. Good to see you. Oh boy, my mother-in-law is coming in today to visit for a week. Definitely a lot of focus on home today. Yes. Well, I hope you have a wonderful time with your mother-in-law. Yeah, good luck. So yeah, we have that going on. And we have Thanksgiving, of course. Good morning, Sin. Great to see you. And yeah, we have Thanksgiving this week, and we're going to talk more about those aspects. But keep that in mind. What questions do you need to ask yourself in order to go to that next level with the sun opposing the North Node? And also, how can you take responsibility for feeling as perfect as possible? And that's a really good question to ask yourself, how you want to feel. Ooh, good morning from NYC. How's the weather in New York? Really curious. Well, it is the season of giving, folks, or almost. I guess after Thanksgiving, we have Black Friday on the 26th. Some really good aspects that we'll talk about later on this week. But if you want to get your holiday shopping early, done early, you can get a gift certificate to see me for your recipients. Give the gift of insight. And even if you're not gifting this year, or you want to look and see what's going on in your chart. Oh, okay. 47 degrees and some rain. That actually sounds like the perfect New York day, at least New York fall day for me. But yeah, we can read your chart, find out where Sagittarius is transiting in your chart, what is being illuminated by that Sagittarius sun, and also where Chiron and Saturn are forcing you to heal, among other things. And of course, we'll read your tarot cards, which is fun. Tarot is such a great tool of discovery. I'm teaching a class. It's tonight. This is going to be the last night anybody can join late. After tonight, yeah, you're able to take another class in the future, but not this class that we're doing right now. But yeah, we'll read your tarot cards too. If you want a reading, just check out my website, Psychic Sun. You'll see the links all below. Oh, that's good. Okay, so your mother-in-law is a lovely lady. That's so nice. This is so nice to hear. Some mother-in-laws are really cool. Mine was a beautiful person, left too soon. I'm so glad to hear that. I think we hear chilly is in regard to the weather in New York, not her mother-in-law. But yeah, that's really cool, actually. Thank you, Sin. Yes, please mount the like button, especially now that the sun is in Sagittarius. Because Sagittarius, what does Sagittarius want to do? Sagittarius wants to mount. They want to mount. But let's talk about tomorrow while we're at it. Oh, I like this question. How do you know when it's time to change jobs? Okay. Well, this is the thing. It's wherever you go, you take yourself with you. So the smartest thing to do is to get happy where it is that you are. Now, I know that it might be trying and your boss might be a bastard and you want to kill your coworker. I get it. But if you can focus on the good aspects of what you have, even writing down like all the great things about your job, I get to pay my bills, I like my commute, I like the lunches I get to have every day, whatever. So what you do is, you get happy where you're at, as happy as possible, and then make a decision. You never want to make a decision when you're in a bad mood. It's always good to get happy and then move forward. So get as happy as possible in your job, focus on the positive aspects of it. And then what will happen is you'll get these impulses. You'll get excited. So for instance, whenever you have like a lot of energy, then maybe that's time for you to say, okay, well, I'm going to go on Indeed. It is interesting. There's this realization I've come to understand over the past 30 days when the sun is in Scorpio. Some people really use anger to propel them forward. For instance, I a long time ago, when I was much more angry, I think I asked for a raise at a job and I didn't get the raise that I wanted. And I wound up writing an email responding to a job, and the subject line was like most qualified for whatever. Anyway, I was just really like angry, and I got that job like that. So sometimes anger does help you to get something going. It helps you to manifest because it's energy. So sometimes it works that way, but ideally you want to just get in as good a space as possible. When you have a lot of energy, you have that impulse. I may have been angry, but it was also an impulse that proved really well, because the job that I got after getting rejected from my raise was one of the best jobs I ever had in New York City. So, but yeah, get happy and then move forward. And as to when you need to know when, or excuse me, how do you know when? I would say if you're just being drained every single day, and you're just miserable, that might be a sign, but try to get happy. The other thing is, you might find yourself just more exhausted. But what you want to do too in regard to this is not resist your job. Like, think of it in terms of like, okay, well, I'm going to go to work today. I'm going to see my coworkers who have become sort of like my friends. Or it's a matter of, I can't believe I have to go today. This is stupid. You don't want to have resistance with anything you're doing, because that's going to wear you out. So I hope that helps. Very long-winded answer. Mom is coming to dinner. My hubby loves my mom, which is good because I'm exactly like her. Oh, that is good. Okay. Well, I hope your husband's going to be okay. I'm sure he'll be great. Have a wonderful time. That's really cool. We should all be we're all really lucky if we have, one or both of our parents, of course. Right as Rain says, I miss my mom, but we're not speaking at all. Never broken with her like this, but these are such weird times. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, you know what right is Rain. It is the holiday season, and the sun is in Sagittarius. Under the Scorpio energy, we might be very, very extreme, and we might be more inclined to cut people out or amputate things or go to an extreme. But now that the sun's in Sagittarius, might be a good time to see things from a big picture perspective, i.e., my mom and I don't agree about these things, but how can I take responsibility for 50% of the relationship and do your thing? For every relationship you're in, you have 50% responsibility for it. So maybe work your 50 Oh, I like this. Yes, everything can heal. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Where was it? These skip. Sorry. Hold on. Somebody said something really cool. I thought somebody said everything can heal. I thought I saw that. I don't know. Oh, you're dealing with back pain today, so working slowly. This is not usual. Okay. Yeah, I think that what's interesting with the transition from Scorpio to Sagittarius, it's like we were in this watery vibration before and feeling things really intensely, and now it's fire, right? So there might be some inflammation. Do what you can, maybe journal, maybe that'll help. Bless you, Silvery Gray. Oh, I hope you can heal too. Right as rain. Yeah, it's important. Life's too short. And I'll tell you, honestly, the most practical, or one of the most practical things, one of them being meditation, but one of the most practical things you can do is forgive. Because when you forgive, you're making space. It's you're giving space to what has hurt you. You're allowing space there, and it just opens you up and it gives you so much more energy. It's really the most practical thing to do is just forgive everyone. And that might take a little bit of time, but yeah, you gotta mourn. And I think that's the big thing with the Scorpio sun. We have to mourn what is lost in order to invoke these new beginnings and enjoy these new beginnings. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I haven't spoken to my mother since she tried to sue me to recover the money she spent in raising me. I don't think that relationship can be repaired. Well, you never know. You never know. We're always having conversations with people, even if they're not in our lives, and that goes for dead people. The energy cannot be created or destroyed. It always creates. It can only create another form of energy. So the energy between you and your mom, or your energy between you and somebody who's not in your life, or a dead person, etc., like that energy doesn't disappear. It transforms into something else. So you're still like having conversations with your mom, even though you two are on the outs. So you might want to start that conversation without picking up the phone first and being like judging, right? Because you have to judge in order to forgive, but then doing what you can to let go. Forgiveness is healing for yourself. So true. Holding grudges is not healthy. I agree, Joshua. Thank you. I appreciate that. I totally agree, right? It's just not, it's not worth it. It's a gift that you're giving to you. You're not even giving it to anybody else. Oh, look at this. Your mother started therapy and her relationship has changed for the better. That's wonderful. Everybody should be in therapy. What's the best day to get the vax? Oh, hi. What's the best day to get the vax? I think it would depend upon your chart. There aren't really that many bad aspects this week. And in the beginning of the show, we spoke about how Chiron and Saturn are making a sextile. So Chiron's about the wounded healer, and Saturn is about responsibility. So this is a really good time to actually do anything to heal or prevent issues. I would say best day to get I would say any day. Let me see what the moon's going to be. I would probably get the vax if I didn't already have the vax under the Cancerian moon, which is today and tomorrow. And let me see, how long is it going to be? See if it's going to be there Wednesday. I think it's going to be there a little bit on Wednesday. So, okay, so the moon enters. No, you probably want to get it if you can today or tomorrow, if only because the moon will be in Leo 8, 9, 10 at 10:58 a.m. EST on Wednesday. I would try to get it over with today. Why not? Sun's in Sagittarius, in and out. I would take care of it today or tomorrow. Let's see. What is crazy? Oh, the soul contract. Yeah. People are interesting and strange. Let's see. My hubby is a Cancer and I'm a Leo. Keeps us on our toes. Cancer and Leo, but we make it work. My mom is an Aries, so she kind of calms me down. Oh, okay. Now that makes sense. I think Aries and Leo are a great match. And Cancer and Leo, I think that's really cool because they're the two luminaries, right? It's pretty cool. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. So let's talk about what's going on tomorrow. Oh, so um shiny side up. Just so try to put it off unless forced. Okay. So yeah, I don't think there's any really bad day. I would try ideally to not get a shot, I guess, if there's some weird aspects going on. I think that anytime you can do it, the sooner the better, because we have Venus in its shadow period now, and it will be going retrograde, and Mercury too. So I think sooner rather than later. Um, yeah. Ooh, I like this. There is an expression in Zen Buddhism to drop things like wood, such as baggage or things that burden us. I like that. Um, I like that a lot. I know we should do whatever we can to send love and light to Wisconsin. Um, and how lucky we are if we're not in Wisconsin with all that's going on. Um, yeah, I haven't even been able to look. I'll tell you, taking a news break, I usually go away every single weekend and get away from the news and everything. And I'll tell you, it is wonderful. It is really, really wonderful to avoid the news and not look. So, but yeah, tomorrow, Tuesday, November 23rd, the second full day of the sun in Sagittarius. We're still under this waning moon cycle. So, as you said, drop it like wood, drop the things that you don't want, including grudges, healings for yourself, as you said. It's Mars's day. You're staying away from the news. All right, Sin. All right. Well, that makes me feel better. I think on some level, we kind of feel like responsible to know what's going on. But I realize that really what's so funny is the news is like, it's designed in a way to sort of trigger us and the different sides, like, the stories or the spin they're putting on it on MSNBC versus what they might be putting on Fox. It's really designed to like upset us, I think. And it works. Anyway, so tomorrow is Mars's day, and the moon will be in Cancer, right? So Mars is about energy, and Cancer is about emotionality or emotions and sensitivity. So over here, if you notice this mood meter, high energy is over here, and lower energy is over here. So high energy is on the left vertical axis, and not low energy, but easier energy or lighter energy is on the Y horizontal axis. So essentially, we're going to be most likely feeling high energy, right? But how do you want to experience that high energy? Do you want to experience it? And this is for today and tomorrow, but especially tomorrow because it's Mars's day. So if you have more energy, do you want to experience that high energy as being enraged or panicked or furious or frightened or angry or worried? Or do you want to use that high energy on Tuesday to be surprised, cheerful, upbeat, festive, motivated, enthusiastic, focused, hopeful, playful, blissful? And if you're today feeling lower energy, you might not want to be disgusted or glum or sad or lonely or sullen or desolate. Instead, you want to go over the green and maybe be with that lower energy you have at ease, easygoing, secure, chill, restful, comfy, especially under the Cancerian moon, complacent to a certain extent, being filled and not requiring more, being fulfilled. So, yeah, under this Cancerian moon that we have on Tuesday, on Mars's day, try to go toward the yellow and the green just because they're much more enjoyable. these yellow and green emotions, because we're going to have high energy most likely on Tuesday. So we could go to the red, and you want to go to the green. That being said, if you are angry, it's not a good idea to keep that inside. You want to get it out of you, but in a productive, healthy way that doesn't get you, in hot raw water or making you feel bad. The sun is in Sagittarius, so one of Sagittarians' plights, in addition to thinking too much, they can sometimes have foot in mouth disease. And remember, you can't unring a bell. And we're going to have to really pump up that consideration, that love factor, because Venus will be going retrograde. So that's going on for tomorrow. That's about it from me, folks. I hope you guys have a really, really great day. Ooh, it's happy birthday. I didn't know. Oh, tomorrow is your birthday? Do you know, I have so many friends that are born on the 23rd of November. I do. It's a great day. They're great, great, great people. So happy birthday to you. You need a copy of this mood meter? All right. Yeah, well, you can always, there's going to be a replay. You can always screen shoot it. So you can make it when it's big on your screen. You can just do a screenshot of it. But anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Happy Sun in Sagittarius, and we'll talk further this week about the aspects we have going on. I'll talk to you soon. Take really good care. Bye-bye.